afternoon, Golden Eagles, and a pleasant day to all our listeners. This is Adeline, subbing in as your host for Southern Miss Today on Southern Miss Radio. I'm here to bring you updates, news, and more from our community. To add to all the excitement today, we have Mississippi Moments with Randy Yates and a news wrap with MMJ Stephanie Perez-Munoz to ensure you're up to date on all the latest topics. Today we have a very special guest for you, Hayley Adorno, talking about the Forensic Science Society. You'll definitely want to stay tuned for what she has to share with us today. Before we jump into all the fun, we have a quick message from our sponsors. Hang tight and we'll be right back with more Southern Miss Today.
Sponsorship for Southern Miss Today comes from Mississippi Beverages. Mississippi Beverages provides water, water coolers, and coffee service throughout South Mississippi. Take half of your weight in pounds. That's how many ounces of water you need a day. Mississippi Beverages can help you reach that goal by delivering fresh water to your door. To get more information or to set up a cooler and water delivery, you can call Mississippi Beverages at 601-271-2420, or you can find them online.
Melissa from Michigan. I work an extra part-time job serving lunch at my child's school, but I still can't afford to put food on our table.
Daniel from California. Choosing whether to pay the rent or pay to fix the car to get to work doesn't leave us with much at all. Now we can't even pay for meals.
Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to Southern Miss Today on Southern Miss Radio. You're tuned in to WSM 88.5 FM. We've got a bit of a news update for you today. So in campus news, the University of Southern Mississippi is reportedly seeing a rise in seasonal sickness in students. Lots of cold and flu symptoms are popping up across campus, and as we on campus all know, it spreads fast. So be sure to stop by the Moffitt Health Center on campus if you start to feel sick and see one of our doctors over there. Also in campus news, the Southern Miss Theater Department is showcasing its latest production of The Colored Museum, which exhibits playwright George C. Wolfe's commentary on African American heritage through some unflinching humor. In Hattiesburg news, the Hattiesburg Alliance for Public Art has celebrated a new large-scale mural this past Friday, titled Legacy and Service. The mural honoring service members can be viewed at the Pine Bur Area Council headquarters on Hardy Street. Also coming up in Hattiesburg, comedian Steve-O will be performing at the Hattiesburg Sanger on Friday, December 5th at 7 p.m. So if you're looking for a laugh, you can look forward to that tourist stop right here in the hub city. In Mississippi news, we're continuing to see an increasing teacher shortage across the state, with vacancies reaching some concerning levels. You can read more about that story on sm2media.com. Sophia Vitrano has a great story covering that. In national news, a federal judge has ordered the Trump administration to end its deployment of National Guard troops in D.C. The judge ruled that the military action intrudes on local authority to enforce things on a local level. Also in national news, President Trump met with the newly chosen New York Mayor-elect Mamdani to discuss his plans for New York. Both parties left the meeting seemingly optimistic about the future of the city. That's your news update from Southern Miss Today. We'll have the latest in sports and weather next up, so stay tuned. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Sponsorship for Southern Miss Today comes from Mississippi Beverages. Mississippi Beverages provides water, water coolers, and coffee service throughout South Mississippi. Take half of your weight in pounds. That's how many ounces of water you need a day. Mississippi Beverages can help you reach that goal by delivering fresh water to your door. To get more information or to set up a cooler and water delivery, you can call Mississippi Beverages at 601-271-2420, or you can find them online.
My simple solution to the problem was remove people from the scene and help them feel safer.
In response to attacks against Asian Americans, Maddie Park raised over $250,000 to donate cab rides to the Asian community.
There is so much more work to be done. We really need to come together and tackle this issue as a community.
Support the Asian community. Learn how at lovehasnolabels.com. Brought to you by Love Has No Labels and the Ad Council.
Welcome back with our sports segment. Southern Miss football lost 35-42 against South Alabama this weekend, marking the second consecutive conference loss of the season. But there's still some room for redemption this football season. They'll be facing Troy this Saturday, November 29th at 2:30 p.m. at the Rock in Hattiesburg. It'll be a home game, so be sure to show out to cheer on our Golden Eagles. It seems we've got a bit of a break with basketball, but we will have our women's basketball team back playing UAB on Sunday, December 7th at 2 p.m., and men's basketball will be back the next day playing Grambling State at 7 p.m. Both will be in the Reed Green Coliseum, so we're looking forward to that here on campus. You can head to southernmiss.com to keep up with all the Golden Eagle sports activities. As for weather today, look for a low of 50 degrees with partly cloudy conditions around 3 p.m. and a high of 75. The feels like for today is 52 to 78. Tomorrow, look for a low of 62 and a high of 77 with some rain. That'll be about 85% chance of precipitation. Tomorrow's feels like is 63 to 75. And later this week, we'll finally be getting a bit of cooler weather with temps dipping down to 35 degrees by Friday morning. Up next, we have Mississippi Moments produced by the Center for Oral History and Cultural Heritage with Randy Yates remembering the foods his mom used to make. Check it out.
This is Mississippi Moments, produced by the Center for Oral History and Cultural Heritage at the University of Southern Mississippi and supported by the Mississippi Humanities Council. I'm Bill Ellison. The term comfort food is used to describe those dishes that remind us of home and family. Randy Yates of Oxford shares his memories of foods his mother prepared.
We always had a sit-down dinner every night, and you were grilled about your grades and your homework. But we had almost like clockwork the same meals every week, and they were great. And of course, we would complain about them and want pizza and stuff, but we probably had fried chicken 2 nights a week, and you had the exact same thing with chicken. And I'm the same way. I eat certain things with certain things. Whatever I eat, that's what goes with that. Pot roast, mashed potato, green beans, fried chicken, rice and gravy, peas, butter beans with a purple onion and a hot pepper or pepper sauce, and a pickled peach. We always had a pickled peach, and probably a biscuit, maybe a biscuit, or cornbread. And summer, of course, with tomatoes. Every meal with tomatoes. And vegetables, we shelled peas. You know, went to the farmer's market, got a bushel of peas, and she'd make us all sit there all day shelling peas. Man, I hate shelling peas.
To hear more, visit MississippiMoments.org or just like us on Facebook. Mississippi Moments is supported by the Mississippi Humanities Council. The humanities are for everyone.
That was your Mississippi Moment for today. Coming up, we have the pleasure of hearing from Hayley Adorno on the Forensic Science Society. But first, we have a quick break, and we'll be right back with that.
Sponsorship for Southern Miss Today comes from Mississippi Beverages. Mississippi Beverages provides water coolers, and coffee service throughout South Mississippi. Take half of your weight in pounds. That's how many ounces of water you need a day. Mississippi Beverages can help you reach that goal by delivering fresh water to your door. To get more information or to set up a cooler and water delivery, you can call Mississippi Beverages at 601-271-2420, or you can find them online. Sponsorship comes from American Graphics. Located at 8 Commercial Warehouse Drive in Hattiesburg, American Graphics provides custom screen printing and embroidery. They can be reached by phone at 601-602-2277. And the website is goamericangraphics.com. American Graphics, printing at its finest.
Now please give a warm Golden Eagle welcome to Hayley Adorno. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Can you start by introducing yourself and your role within the Forensic Science Society?
Yes, I'd love to. My name is Hayley Adorno, and I'm president of the Forensic Science Society here at USM.
Awesome. So how did you first get involved with the Forensic Science Society at Southern Miss?
Yeah, so I had a few of my friends were in forensics, and they told me to get involved. I talked to my advisor, and she told me about a few clubs around campus, so decided to go to a few meetings, and then really decided to take a deeper dive into leadership because I really enjoyed being there. So
that's so cool. So for anyone who's not familiar, what is the Forensic Science Society and what's like the mission?
Yeah, so Forensic Science Society is just a club around campus for people who are in the forensic science program or any other related fields, so like criminal justice. We also have some biology and just regular chemistry majors, and you can also minor in forensics and be in it, just any related field for people who are truly interested in that field. Our mission is to just, give them opportunity. We have a lot of guest speakers come and talk, and we'll do some activities, get some hands-on experience, so just have a little more exposure for them while they are in the forensic science program, for them outside of it after USM.
Awesome. So when students join, what are they usually looking for?
Yeah, so students a lot of time they really like to hear the guest speakers because in forensics you do have to do an internship. So they'll either want to see where their niche is, see what they like hearing about, see if they can find those internship opportunities through our guest speakers who come and talk. They're able to ask some questions. A lot of them just do want to see truly what it's like in forensics outside of the program because TV shows and stuff can skew that very much. It's called the CSI effect, actually. So a lot of people just want to see what it's actually like outside of a TV screen.
Cool. So you're getting kind of some of that like real world look into what it's actually like working.
For sure, yeah.
Cool. So what are some of the most exciting events or activities you think the FSS organizes throughout the year?
So we have our guest speakers, and then we also have, besides that, we'll do like little game nights. So it'll be trivia. We have a Halloween party around Halloween time. We all love Halloween. And then we'll do like senior send-off, which it'll be a day for the seniors before they go and graduate. They'll get their stoles. They'll be able to talk about their experience in the club and in the program around campus, and they really love that. So those are just a few of our traditions.
Cool. What's your favorite?
My favorite? I really like our Halloween event because we'll have I remember we made like beaded DNA strands, like keychains. We made some slime, like some blood slime, stuff like that. So it's super fun for sure.
Very crafty.
Oh, yes.
Cool. So earlier you mentioned that you have guest speakers come. So what do you look for when you're picking these guest speakers?
Yeah. So we look for, we send out emails and we'll ask them if you have any feedback, you want to hear anybody, please reach out to us. We look for diversity. So like in the field of forensic science, you could do crime scene work, you could do lab work, you could do behind a computer screen, digital forensics, photography. There's so many different fields. So we definitely look for people in different areas of forensics. Like I know we had some medical examiners, we had some DNA analysts, we had some police officers, so anywhere that ranges from the lab to criminal justice, more field work, we've had it all. So,
wow.
Yeah.
I had no idea there were so many different paths you could take with that.
Yeah, there is.
So how does involvement in the organization support students academically or prepare them for these different careers within the forensic science fields?
Right. I would say in forensics, definitely networking is a huge thing. Everybody knows each other. You could be in class with somebody who's going to be your boss one day, and they always tell us that, but it's very true. It's a very small community, and so you might need a specialist or an expert in something, and you'll look it up, and they'll be famous, and you need to reach out to them for something one day. So definitely just having people come and speak and being able for them to communicate with those guest speakers because they know that they might have to work with them one day. Networking is very important, so I think that that's probably the most important aspect that students come looking for.
Yeah, that's a really good skill set to have with anything, I think, yeah. So what kind of challenges have you guys faced recently with the society, and are you able to kind of work to overcome them?
Yeah, so currently actually we don't have a building because they just tore down the old criminal justice building, forensic science, and they were supposed to move us in this semester, so it didn't work out. It always gets pushed back a little bit. So next semester we'll be able to move into the new criminal justice building, which we're super, super excited about. But this semester we kind of just had to find places to hold our meetings, different meeting times. It was kind of just a little all over the place. So definitely next semester it'll be better for us to have a more set schedule with a set date and time and area for our club to be held.
That's so cool. New building's exciting.
Oh, yes.
So how have you guys grown or changed during your time?
Yeah, I would say we've definitely had really great guest speakers come and talk. I know I keep saying that, but a lot of the guest speakers we've had have been able to provide internship opportunities for the people in our club, which is very nice. They'll be able to talk to them afterwards if they're interested. And I know I actually met, I did my internship past summer with a guy who I met coming to speak at one of the clubs, and that's another reason that I wanted to get my foot in the door with leadership and help provide that for other people. So definitely just being able to get their foot in the door with them, those internships have really helped out our members for sure.
That's really cool. So that's a pretty common thing to intern with some of the guest speakers?
Yes, for sure.
What kind of are your speakers? Are they local to Hattiesburg?
Yeah, so some of them will be local. Some of them will come drive an hour, a couple hours away, and then we also give them the option to do Zoom as well. So some of them will Zoom in if they're further. Like I know there was a medical examiner from Orange County, like Los Angeles, California area, and so he Zoomed in and told us about some of his high-profile cases. That was really cool. So
Wow.
yeah, for sure.
Is it ever anything like you see in the TV shows, or is it pretty different?
A little bit, you know. And the TV shows, they still have the problem solving, but the TV shows make it look a lot faster than it actually is, you know. It's not like you look at a computer screen and you're like, wow, John Doe is this person. It's definitely not like that. So definitely more prolonged.
Okay. What about you personally? What do you want to do when you're done? with
Yeah, so
school?
me personally, I want to become a forensic pathologist. So I'm trying to pursue medical school right now. I feel like I'm in that hardest swing right now, that junior year. But and yeah, future goals would be forensic pathology, which, you know, is autopsy, stuff like that. So it's very intriguing, very interesting. It's good to find answers and be able to collaborate, problem solving with anatomy and science. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it sounds very impressive as well.
Thank you.
So back to the Forensic Society, are there any upcoming events or initiatives that you're especially excited about for this upcoming semester?
Yeah, so this semester we kind of wrapped up everything, but next semester we have our MDII conference, which is where, you know, it's like a national membership board of forensic scientists, and they'll go speak at a designated location. It was on USM campus last year, and then this year I believe it'll be in Pascagoula. So if students want to go to that, they will be able to be excused from their classes and go attend, and it's a really great opportunity to get more of that networking as well.
Sounds like a fun little trip.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have anything else that you wanted to add before we wrap up?
I don't believe so. I would just tell people that forensics is a very interesting field, and you don't have to be in forensic science major to be interested in it. So we take everybody. If you have a clear interest in it, you're welcome to join our club. So we'd love to have them.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on today and providing some insight into what you guys do over there.
Thank you.
Coming up, we've got a news wrap from Stephanie Perez-Munoz on a student-run food drive, which is ending this afternoon, I believe. So be sure to listen for all the details on where you can drop off donations at the end of it. Check it out.
The Golden Eagle Fitness Club and the Southern Christian Student Center are hosting a food drive for their Turkey Bowl football game. Whichever club raises the most donations will have an advantage on game day. Campus Minister of SCSE, Ben Rickman, explains why the clubs are doing this.
We have really close connections with the Berean Children's Home, and we understand that going into winter and going into this time of the holidays, that, man, food is so important for them because food security is such a huge deal.
Former resident of the Berean Children's Home, Matthew Morrow, explains how this can impact some of his friends who are living there.
It would kind of be a big benefit because then they would feel like someone loves me, someone wants to hang out with me. And then just feeling that can be a lot.
President of the Golden Eagle Fitness Club, Joseph Dunlap, says that he wants them to be known for more than just a club.
Not only do we want to be known for making an impact on campus, but also just showing love and kindness for people just like Jesus did. That's all we want to do.
Students in the community can drop off canned goods all the way up to personal hygiene products to 3500 Montague Boulevard before game day November 24th before 4 p.m. I'm Stephanie Perez-Munoz with SMTV News.
Thanks for listening to Southern Miss Today on Southern Miss Radio. Many thanks to Carl Wilson, our producer, Seb Hodges, our audio engineer, and Meadow Smith, our film producer, for keeping this bird soaring. We especially want to thank our general manager, Dr. Martin, as well as our guest, Hayley Adorno, today. That's all for today on Southern Miss Radio. Thanks for listening, and remember to stay golden. I'm your host, subbing in today, Adeline Field, signing